Hello and welcome to episode 27 of our final season finale of Four Comedians in a Hat. Season 1 is under our belts. We will start season 2 in October. Before we get rolling, I do want to remind you, those on Mac or PC, you see the emblem bottom right of the corner. Please click on that and you can follow our YouTube channel, Gateway Comedy Scene, and you can keep up with all the happenings that we have going on. If you are on a different platform, just go to YouTube and look up Gateway Comedy Scene and you can follow us there. If you are on Facebook, and who isn't on Facebook, please like our page, Gateway Comedy Scene Friends. And if you are on Instagram, please follow us at Four Comedians in a Hat. Housekeeping is done. Are you ready to roll? Yeah! Gang, 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 gang. Our first comedian is easily the ugliest comedian we have had this year. To my right, we have Mr. Gary Reinhardt. Everybody give Gary a big hand.
Yeah, my big hand.
Gary, tell us about yourself.
I'm not ugly. I'm very attractive. I'm an asthmatic. I got a tad bit of Tourette's, and I love video games and long walks in the city. Back to doing stand-up after sitting at home for 15 months with my asthma. So ready to rock. I got the Fauci ouchie. Let's get it.
All right. That sounded more like your Match.com profile. I like long.
Well, you're judging my looks over here, Dad. So
all right. And directly underneath Gary, probably not the first time he's been underneath Gary, we have Mr. Andy Imlay. Everybody give Andy a big hand.
One time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Andy,
Thank
tell us about yourself.
I am professionally disabled, which means the government pays me money to basically be myself, which is awesome. Gary, you should try that. It's pretty great.
Dude, I'm working on this asthma.
Yeah. I recently became a father. I'm pretty sure my daughter's going to be able to walk before me, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But yeah, I've been doing comedy a couple years. Got some shows coming up. I'll have a show in Evansville, Indiana, June 25th. I'm headlining that show, and then in July I'll be in West Virginia, and I'll be in Metropolis, Illinois, the end of July, headlining a show down there. So I've got some things happening.
You're headlining down in Metropolis, or are you reenacting the Superman movie?
No, I'm actually headlining. I headlined there a couple years ago for the Superman celebration.
That's awesome.
This is actually going to be a bar show where they can see some comedy they weren't able to see at the Superman celebration. So
right on. That's awesome.
Andy, are you doing the strip club in Evansville?
That would take too damn long, and nobody wants to see that.
Quick story. About 15 years ago, I'm at a Christmas party with my company that's in Louisville. Coming back, I hit a snowstorm. I have to pull over into Evansville, and I'm at this hotel. I said, "Is there any place to eat?" They said, "The only place open right now that you can get to," because snow was everywhere, I had to walk to the strip club and get a bowl of chili. So I'm at the strip club and I'm eating chili, and all of a sudden I can see the stage behind me, but I can't see what's going on, but I hear the music, and I thought, okay, I'm the only one in here. I guess I got to go watch a show. So I go and I sit my ass down, and I'm not kidding you, the most disgusting, aged, drug-infested stripper comes out, and she is jiggling what she's got left. She's got about 3 teeth in her head. And being the gentleman I am, I throw $1 on the stage, and then she walks up to me, grabs me, and kisses me on the cheek. What the fuck? I'm still showering from that experience. I've been traumatized. That is probably the last time I've been to a strip club. So
why are you shitting on Evansville like that, man?
Evansville just needs to get better strippers. That's all I'm saying. So,
he was in the bad part of Evansville. Not that there's a good part, but
I was going to say, is there a good part? So
yeah.
And our final comic, directly underneath me for the first time, we have Mr. Joie Krack. Joey, tell us about yourself.
Joey. Thank you. Yo, what's good, everybody? How you doing? Thank you, Vince. What's up, Gary? What's up, Andy? I am Joie Krack. I'm here out of St. Louis, man. I do a bunch of traveling. Literally just got off the road. I was in fucking Coralville. Well, I'm sorry, North Liberty, Iowa, this past weekend, and my water pump blew out. I know, right? In the middle of no fucking where. So it was just kind of like a mad scramble trying to get my shit together here. Well, anyway, we get to this dealership. They wasn't gonna see me till later on. We get to the hotel, and the hotel, there's a auto parts store directly across the street from it, right? Get to him. He said he can look at it in the morning, get it, he made me feel real good, real calm. Yeah, we get you back on the road. And then fucking hit me with a $800 bill.
Wow.
I know. It wasn't no punchline about that. I've used that all weekend. So,
Did you pay it?
yeah, but I had to.
You couldn't negotiate?
I did negotiate.
Okay.
I did things I don't want to talk about, but
yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do to get home, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get home. But it was still, I mean, like I said, it was still a fun experience. And it was at that point, once I realized that no matter how much I make from this trip, I'm gonna be broke. So it's a lot easier knowing that. Like, well, I ain't making no money. I might as well have fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Like, I'm already in a hole. You might as well get to $1,000.
Good enough about your experience with the prostitute. Okay.
Yeah, just one.
Gary, are you ready for your first question?
Sure, hit me.
What is the best gift anybody has ever given you?
I mean, I could be politically correct because my daughter is home somewhere out there. I could say baby mama giving me my daughter, but we'll keep that out of the mix. And I'm gonna say I don't know, but I had a threesome once. That was a pretty awesome gift. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gift of a threesome. Having a girlfriend that nice enough to bring a friend home. What's better than that?
Wait a minute. You had to see what the second girl looked like.
They're both fun. Dude, any girl, whoa, it doesn't matter what looks. If any girl that's willing to have a threesome, that she's an 8.
Exactly.
All right, yeah.
I don't know.
No, she's a cute little thing, and she might see this. So yeah.
I don't know why Joey was assuming that the third one was female.
I didn't.
Joey,
I did.
Joey, let's not talk about Dexter, Missouri here today. Okay.
All right, pizza man.
What?
Pizza man.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll tell that story after a while.
We'll tell that shit afterwards.
It's worth it. All right, go ahead, Vince.
Andy, what's the best gift you've ever received?
The best gift I've ever received. Let's see. Man, I was gonna say my daughter, but Gary took that answer. So man, I don't know. I've got a pretty sweet looking wheelchair. I don't know that it was a gift, but the government paid for it, so it was kind of a gift of sorts.
It was a gift from all of us.
Yeah. Thank you very much, taxpayers.
Appreciate it.
Right on.
How about you, Joey? What was her name? I mean, which the best gift you ever got?
She's got a couple kids.
I do. I got quite a few. So the coolest shit that I've got, I got a bunch of little shit. But for Christmas, my kids got me socks with my face on them. I got a sock kink. I got a bunch of fucking socks.
I see your socks on Facebook in the middle of the night a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I literally have about 2,500 pair of socks.
Wow.
I'm not even shitting you. I'm not shitting you. They're my favorite. 2,500. I shit you not.
No, you mean like 250.
No, after we get through, I'll show you everything. Maybe not 2,500, but still.
Well, why didn't you? At least you didn't do this with Jordans, or you'd be damn near homeless.
Right? No. Look, they 5 pairs for $10. I can work that.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a homeless guy with MJ5s the other day, and I'm like, you need to give me $5, man. I've never been able to pull the trigger on Jordans. I've always wanted to. Anyway.
You ain't the only one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the socks
with
my face on.
You make good money at the side of a road.
Say again?
You make good money at the side of a road.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
People think, well, they need to get a job. That is their job. They work in heat. They work in cold. They have to look the proper look. They have to make the sign look pathetic. They have to come up with the backstory. You don't think that's fucking work?
Hey, and if they didn't have a bad opiate addiction, they'd have a $250,000.
Hey, how we spend our money, that's our own business. Okay, Andy, are you ready for your first question?
For me?
Yes.
Who, me?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're look up there a minute. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Andy, what song best describes your life?
Oh, wow. I Can't Dance. By Genesis. You like that? Yeah. That's stupid.
Oh, that's good. He's on fire. He's never a minute off. Wow, that's good. Hey, whatever was in our head to be our answers, fucking way gone now.
Just whatever
Yeah,
go
right.
right. Just whatever
We're
come
not
in the head.
topping that. I was taking it serious too.
What song came to your head, Gary?
None now. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Never thought I could.
Be so free. Yeah. What's that, Tom Petty?
No, you say
What was
every
that theme
rock
song
artist
of
is Tom
American
Petty.
Hero
Shut
or
up.
something like that? Wasn't it? Greatest American Hero.
Yeah.
look like
Wow,
Tom
look at Andy. He's
Yeah.
on fire.
all
Joey
look alike.
Scarberry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Rain Man when it comes to music and sports trivia. Anything else in life, pretty much worthless.
Music and sports. Well, I know
Yeah,
who to phone a
music and
friend.
sports. What?
I know who I can phone a friend for.
There you go. I used to be able to know every Division I college mascot.
Wow.
I'm
Oh,
a little shaky.
See,
Wow.
at 17, we'll be like, man, that dude ain't getting no pussy at all.
Yeah. I always did. I always had a girlfriend. As soon as a girl liked me, I latched on. It was I'll still do that.
Yeah.
So Joey, give us your song.
She said, we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. Take my hand. Living on a prayer, Bon Jovi.
I've never heard that song before.
Really, it is dope as
Yeah.
fuck. So John Bon
Never heard
Jovi made the song in the '89s. It was a feel good song because his aunt Gina and his uncle Tommy lost their jobs. Tommy worked at the docks. All right, the union was on strike. He was down on his.
More.
Yeah, it's tough. It was tough, so tough. Then Gina worked the diner all day. You know,
Okay.
working for this man. She was working for this man, bringing home her pay for love, with love.
I got a question, Joey. We did a couple shows with a rock band, and you came out and you were singing Hall & Oates Man Eater.
Oh my good! Oh, Man Eater. That was the other one that I did.
What made you
my
decide to sing Man Eater?
So honestly, Living on a Prayer and Man Eater, when I was doing doing some brainstorming and writing some new shit, kind of trying to attract with a more diverse crowd at this particular time. I was doing a lot of country crowds, and a lot of my city material was not flying over well. So I need to figure out how I could connect with them. All right. And I seen a clip on Facebook of this black dude at a gas pump singing karaoke to John Bon Jovi, to Living on a Prayer. And he knew the words word for word, right? And all of what the white people were like, hey. And I was like, okay. So I learned that song. It went from learning that song to like it. All right. So once I got that down packed, the crowd started becoming a little more younger. And Hall & Oates, that Man Eater shit. Excuse me. The COVID. COVID. That Man Eater was more, it was upbeat, and it looked like a song that I wouldn't know. That was the main part of it. You know, maybe Bon Jovi, you know, the Living on a Prayer, that you hear that a lot. But Man Eater was like, how the fuck do he know this? Like, how and I try.
That's what I thought.
Joey,
Yeah.
that's whenever I do Steve Harris shows, I'm the only white dude. And I always, and you know, every time he's got a DJ, every time I come out to Teddy Pendergrass, love TKO, because white people don't know Teddy. And when I come out and boom, it's over. The second they know I know the words, forget it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I'm making out
it's
with a black
good.
chick.
I figured it was good with a very popular song, but a more I guess underground song, if that makes sense. Or maybe a not well-known song. It's really what I was trying to. You know what? No bullshit. I downloaded all the lyrics to REM. It's the end of the world. I
Yeah.
can't get it. I
No,
can't get that.
no,
It's
yeah,
hard as fuck. I can't get it.
yeah. Don't waste
And
your-
yeah, I tried it. I can't do that. Tennessee whiskey. I'm not having no like I am learning country and white songs to try to put them in a bit. And once I learn them, then I figure out if they work or not.
Try some Willie Nelson.
Say Willie.
Try some Willie Nelson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joey.
So
You ready for your first question?
I'm ready.
What was in your high school locker?
Oh, okay, let's see.
We're all thinking the same thing.
Fresh towels. So okay, so when I was in school, obviously I was tall, I was an athlete, and what was in my locker the most was my my practice bag with my clothes, my shorts, shoes, jerseys, and all that kind of shit. I left it in the bag. So instead of being a regular teenager, I would go to practice, put the clothes back in the bag after practice, and then put the whole bag back in my locker. So the locker would reek to high hell, and I could never really think about why.
Man, where I went to
So,
high
yeah.
school, we had lockers that were about this wide. There's no way you could have fit anything in there. Then we had a little top space that was about twice that size, but it was a
Mhm.
box shape. So, and they weren't deep, so we couldn't fit anything in there.
Yeah, well, when I went to high school, it was like year 2000. So,
So
yeah,
you're-
lockers were a little more advanced.
Yeah, they advanced, back when we had to, move the stone to
One
get
way
to
in,
our
no
loincloth,
way out.
like that.
Enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Andy, what was in your locker in high school?
Mostly books, because I'd have to bring somebody to the locker with me because I could never figure out the fucking combination thing. So I always had to have somebody with me that knew the combination too, and I'd have it written on a piece of paper, and I'd like slip it to them like I was passing them a note or something. Like, hey man, you want to open this locker for me? I got to remember which books I need, so we only can open this like twice a day. Make sure I got somebody with me. So yeah, it was pretty boring. I just had books in my locker.
Wow.
So, Gary, who did you have in your locker? I mean, what did you have in your locker?
Not a lot. I do remember one time I had a cookie cake in there. A girl left for me. I have no idea how it got in there, but it was in there.
I thought Gary was going to say he got stuff in his locker the most.
Hey, I'm sure I had candy and snacks. I was skinny in high school, but I still always loved sweets. So probably that.
Mm.
I'd
All
probably
right.
been fungus.
Were you waiting? Were you wanting Playboys and a big fat dildo? Is that what you were wanting? Yeah.
I doubt anything else would ruin the surprise. We didn't expect you to say that.
Well, you went to a Catholic school, so I expected you had rosary in your locker.
I don't think I touched one in high school.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
your hand
public-
would have burned.
Public schools over here, baby.
So, which school did you go to?
I went to Normandy.
Okay.
All right, that's a nice school.
It's
It's kind of like North Liberty, Missouri, or Iowa, isn't it?
hell no, it ain't shit like North Liberty. It ain't not a black motherfucker in North Liberty, Iowa. Let me tell you this shit. I went to the motherfucking Walmart there, and they were looking at me like I don't know what it is. Like what was that movie? It'll come to me. The Miracle from St. Anna.
Gremlins?
Nope. The Miracle from St. Anna. Anybody seen that?
No.
Oh man. Anyway, it's about a black platoon that go to France, and one of the characters, one of the black members, platoon members, is this. He's this huge black dude. Like he is huge, and everywhere he go in the town, all the kids call him Chocolate Giant. and they all hug him and they all walk up to him and they just everybody just in awe at the black dude, huge as he is. And I'm kind of feeling like I don't know if I got like lights on or if it's like a trail of midgets behind me or something. But I'm trying to figure out what is causing all this attention. That I mean, obvious, like I don't know, but still. And then I look famous. I look famous when I go out of town too.
I remember the first show I did that you were on. It was in Mattoon, Illinois, is rednecky as you can get. And there's an older lady who ran a sex shop who you knew.
I remember her.
Oh yeah,
yep, I remember her.
You before. She was excited, and would she bring you? She brought you something.
So she gave me a there was like a gift card or something to the porn shop.
Oh.
Yep. So the first time I seen her, it was somewhere else. It wasn't in Mattoon. It was somewhere else close. And I remember that her and her guy, they specifically came back to see me at that show. When she saw me that time, she gave me a gift card to come back. The first time she gave me a little calendar. And I was like, oh, that's cute. Not knowing I would even bump into her again. So when I seen her, like you say, in Mattoon, I was like, oh, this little old freaky lady.
When I saw her in Mattoon, she gave me a restraining order to never go into her shop. So different experience.
Oh.
Gary, are you ready for your second question?
Sure.
Okay, describe your worst date ever.
Ooh, it was when this girl came back to my house. We were hanging out. I go to the bathroom and I go, where'd she go? Oh, she's driving off.
Wait, what's she driving off with?
I know. Luckily, she didn't have my phone or anything. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she took your car.
No, her own car. She had enough of the date, and it was pretty cool because she kind of looked like me anyway. So yeah. It was not one of the, she wasn't one of the better looking ones in that time frame.
See, that's why you always go to the bathroom beforehand.
I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad she left. I sometimes think of that day, and I'm really glad I didn't go to the next step with her. Who knows? We could still be together right now.
Andy, your worst date.
So I used to do a lot of online dating before it was popular, and met this girl in this random place, and she was like, wow, you look a lot taller than I thought you'd be. And I was like, and she was not who she portrayed in the picture, so I got catfished even before it was cool. And
how bad was it?
It was pretty bad. She had used pictures from like some odd website she'd got them from. I mean, they weren't even remotely close to what she looked like.
And how did she look?
She was okay. I didn't want to be too mean about it because I try to be a nice guy no matter what. Yeah. And it was kind of one of those things where we went ahead and had dinner. I went ahead and paid for the dinner like a nice guy and just never called her back. I was like, I invited her to dinner. I might as well, be nice and pay for dinner, and just never called her back. And actually, shortly after that, I changed my phone number so she couldn't even call me back.
Oh,
yeah.
So during the meal though, was there any point going, hey, maybe we'll give this a shot, or was the whole thing you were like, yeah, let's just eat?
At that point in my life, I don't think I was really that desperate.
Okay.
Later on, I was pretty desperate, but at that point,
you're saying she looked all right. It's like, shoot. All right. How'd you like dinner?
Yeah. I mean, I took her someplace nice. I think it was like Olive Garden or something. It's not like I took her to McDonald's or something.
I took her somewhere nice.
I know you.
Indiana for your ass.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I took her somewhere nice like Olive Garden. Like that's the nicest place we have in Indiana.
I'm the small town kid that now because I live next to the hill in St. Louis, I'm all foofy. And whenever people back home are like, this girl on Facebook's like, my favorite Italian restaurant, Olive Garden. I'm like, oh, come on now. Go on.
Yeah,
But
I
hey,
mean,
how old were you when this happened?
man, I was young. I would say I was still in my early 20s at that point.
See, when I was in my early 20s, Olive Garden was hella nice. Applebee's
Yeah.
was really nice.
And if
Yeah.
you really, really liked the girl, you took her to Red Lobster, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
after the
I
relationship.
mean, I do that with my wife now. You know, if it's our anniversary, we're fucking going to the Red Lobster. I'm paying for the Admiral's feast. She's cracking the crab legs in front of me, and I'm feeling a little awkward about it. But, you know.
Honey
yeah,
bar,
I mean,
cheddar bay biscuits, brother.
see
man,
where
those things are so good. Like
where I live, if I want my wife to eat seafood, I just send her down to the creek and she brings back crawdads.
those are weird. Those things look at you like I can't eat those things.
I love
Hey,
it.
crab
Can't
look
eat
at you,
anything
you can
that's
eat
going to be
them.
looking at me while I'm trying to eat it. I don't care if it's dead or not.
Now I want the Admiral's Feast. I don't know about you guys. That sounds good.
He did
What's that run you?
Yeah,
40?
it's
Is that 40
expensive,
bucks?
but it's so good.
What is it?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
The Admiral's Feast, it's expensive, but it's really good. You get a lot of variety. And then they're like, would you like a box to take that home? I'm like, hell yeah, I just paid $50 for that. You think I'm going to throw that in the trash?
Yeah.
Hey, twice I have been on dates where I was asked by my date, "Are you sure you're not gay?" So
Oh shit!
I don't know if and you know, the second time I just told Gary, I don't know yet. Let's find out.
I was gonna
man.
say, are you gay? Have you, mate? Are you? I
What is
mean,
it? What are you doing on your dates?
you need to talk to the wife about something.
Oh,
You
nah.
are a Cubs fan, and that's like halfway there.
All right. Joey, what's your worst date?
Met this lady, and we were, she obviously knew I did comedy and whatnot, and I'm sitting there, so I'm traveling, I'm doing this, and I've done this and done that. It was a good thing, and most of the people around town know me and whatnot. We were in agreements, and we went out to, we went to go do a show. Oh no, we want to go to a show that one of my buddies was on. So I get there, I'm like, oh, we should be just fine. Walk on in. It's not walk right in, but introduce myself. The lady at the door, whoever working the door, know me and see me who I am. And it won't be no big deal. We'll have us a nice night, get us a drink, get us something to eat, and kind of go from there. Right? Had it planned out for like a week. Well, get to the front door, and the lady don't know who the fuck I am. Then on top of that, the guy that's next to her does recognize me as being a comic, but when I start talking about, I wanted to get in free and I got a +1, that motherfucker told me, yeah, $25 a person.
What the fuck?
And I was like, woo, shit. So I definitely looked, and I definitely didn't have no money. I was broke as fuck then, so I wasn't. So I was like, ooh, shit. Hold on. So I went to call my friend. Call my friend, tell him like, yo, let me get a ticket or something. And I was on the phone like this, and I was looking like the black guy on the meme that be holding his phone, the bald head black dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was looking like him outside, trying to get somebody to answer the phone. And then I was like, oh, well, yeah, this is embarrassing. This is definitely embarrassing. And then after that, I didn't hear from her no more. No, she started fucking with another comic after that.
Yeah.
Do we know him?
Yeah, of course you do. Let's write that down. We'll talk about that afterwards too.
Is it me?
No, it is not. It's Tim Law.
If it's what?
It was Tim Law.
Lost.
Tim Law took my girl. That's embarrassing. You know how embarrassing that is? He steals everything from me.
Be careful, Andy. He'll steal your wheelchair.
I know.
All right, Andy,
Locked up.
your second question. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak a foreign language?
I think I'd like to be able to talk to animals because my dog is driving me really fucking crazy right now, pacing back and forth. That's what you keep hearing is my dog's nails against
I
them
just
on the
not
floor
hear
here.
that,
Yeah. He's pacing back and forth, and I'd just like to look at him going, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Like he's old as hell. He's got a cataract. I know he's grumpy. Wheel of Fortune's not on yet. Like, I'd just like to ask him what the hell's going on. But yeah, because I already pretty much I took Spanish in college and I took German in high school because I thought it'd be real fun to scream at people. So I already know how to speak a couple foreign languages. And sarcasm, that's a good foreign language to use.
Hey,
Like
yell at
that.
us in German real quick.
It's been a long time, man. I don't know that I could really do much of that anymore, to be
Give us
honest.
anything.
It was back in high school. Did you know the German word for jingle bells is Schlittenfahrt? That's about the only fucking German I remember because we had to sing that for like a Christmas play in high school or something. The German club all get together. We're singing jingle bells and just saying Schlittenfahrt a whole bunch of times. You know how hard it is to keep a straight face and have to say that word over and over and over.
Not at all.
You know, you had the coolest German teacher in the world.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But they just
I
showed you
was just
something
like,
another time.
wow, all these words in German. That's the best they could come up with jingle bells.
I
Wow.
can't wait to have my daughter in the living room and say, "Hey Alexa, how do you say jingle bells in German?"
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then I'm
That's
gonna go,
pretty damn
"Hey
funny.
Andy, you're a goddamn liar."
Yeah. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time.
uh,
So, Joey, you want to speak a foreign language or speak to animals?
Oh man. So yeah, I would yeah, I don't get too close as the only black person on this panel. I ain't getting too close to animals and be talking to them like that.
I knew that was
You know what I'm
coming.
saying? I work more with Mexicans and shit like that, so I need the foreign language expertise. I need to know what the fuck going on, especially Arabic. I want to know Arabic. I want to know what the fuck they saying when I go get my cigars.
I don't
and my
think you
juice.
do. I don't think you do want to know what they're saying.
I
Yeah,
do
they're
want to
saying
know.
some crazy shit about you.
Yeah.
They saying something because if the language is as thick as the smell in the store, I want to know what the fuck going on.
Hey, I worked for Hunt Brothers Pizza, and we did pizza programs in convenience stores. And I would say 60% of the store owners I worked with were Arabs, and they would be saying something. And every time I would ask, "What are you saying?" They'd just laugh. You don't want to know. So,
You don't want to know? See, like no, I think I do want to know. I think I do. And I work in hotels, and coincidentally, the owner of the hotel is Indian, and they live on property, so it's kind of like the fuck, man. They just rude Indians. What time is the chicken? What time is chicken? Complimented, Vato. When can I get a complimented? And you hear, I mean, you know what they say about context clues, but they get mad. The men get upset when they have to repeat themselves. Well, like, I can't understand what you're saying, Patel. You got to speak the fuck up. The bees are V's. There are no B's in India. They don't speak B's. It's all V's.
Are you gonna do a bit in that with that little impression there?
No, I ain't thought about it because it's not really all that spot on.
I can't, but you can.
You think I can?
I think you can. And you work in the hotel. Why not?
Hey, that's the only reason I can't because I work in a hotel.
No, there's another reason. The first reason I said. Dude, gang, give me one more of those. That was pretty good, Joey. Do it again.
So what when do the check goes out? When do oh no wait. So you'll check the deposit, you get deposit, and you'll do wait, 1 moment. Wait. Sir. Yeah, and it's always that. I mean, they really talk with their hands.
Yeah.
And they get real close to you, and the stench will hit you before.
All right.
I've worked with them before, and I got 2 good friends that's Indian, and we went back and forth all the time. But still, I understand why it is. So if anybody talks shit about it, I know why they don't put on deodorant.
all right, Gary, you want to talk or learn a language?
I would totally want to learn a language because My dog watches me having sex, and I don't want to. I don't want my dog to be like, "Yeah, do you know how fucking pathetic you look in there?" Hey, so your dog's like, "Hey, I saw you jacking it, and man, you should probably kill yourself." Just an idea. Yeah, let's learn a language. Let's go.
I've got 4 cats. I gotta learn. I gotta know what they're thinking.
Dude,
Yeah,
language.
totally.
I can't. No, my dog seen me
Just
do some
thinking of you
shit.
having 4 cats.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't.
I said I'm sneezing just thinking of you having 4 cats.
Well, one of them I don't have yet. I'm picking her up next week, so 3 are in the house right now. So,
Wow.
Joey, are you ready for the final question of our season?
Gang, gang, gang.
Drum roll, please.
Okay.
Hit the treadmill or hit the couch? Which would you rather do?
Oh man, hit the treadmill or hit the couch. Man, that's a tough one.
No, it's not.
Because it is. It is because, like, I literally am a dog parent now, so I can't just be lazy all day. And I'm a regular parent, so I can like be lazy all day. So I'm going to hit the couch because you cannot masturbate while on a treadmill.
Hey, real quick, Vince, did you know there was going to be a guy in a wheelchair on the panel when you thought of this question? What kind of bullshit? Our last question of the year is that? Come on.
That's why I told Joey it's easy. Andy, hit the treadmill or hit the couch.
He just couldn't wait to say, Andy, what do you think? You guys ever see The Price is Right where the lady in the wheelchair won a treadmill? Did you guys see that?
No, I was gonna say Howard Stern show. Howard had a guy call in. I'm Facebook friends with him. They call him Hand Hams Bill. He's in a wheelchair and he won a jet ski.
That'd be fucking awesome. Just duct tape him to the son of a bitch and turn it on. No,
I assume he sold it.
Do you ever?
I actually just bought a couch right before pandemic hit last year, so I got real lucky. I'd have to say hit the couch for sure.
Have you ever seen that episode of South Park where Timmy and Jimmy Balmer joined the Crips?
Yeah. So can I tell a real quick funny story about Jimmy Vollmer?
Certainly.
So I did a cosplay of Jimmy Vollmer because I use forearm crutches also for short distances, and tweeted that out Halloween of 2018. It got hashtag middle-aged Jimmy, right? And it got retweeted by South Park. I got contacted by the director of marketing for Paramount, and they sent me like all the seasons of South Park on Blu-ray.
Damn, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, and that was my moment of fame on Twitter. Like, I don't even really know how it fucking works, but somehow I got retweeted to like 1 million or something of South Park followers. And I ever told them if they're going to do a live action movie, hit me up, and we would do that shit. Another good episode is Cripple Camp, if you guys have ever seen that one. With Jimmy Vollmer and Nathan. That Nathan's always really hating on Jimmy and trying to, and then Nathan gets Nathan gets screwed by the shark. Yeah,
and they blow up the stage.
Yeah, some good stuff. So
damn, that's funny. But yeah, the couch. I'll take the couch too.
Well, Gary, what are you gonna do? The couch or the treadmill?
I think you guys can tell.
You can tell.
I'm hitting the couch and watching the Cardinals lose another game, 4 in a row.
Wow.
I love my couch
while I was on here.
I love my couch. Usually about 2:30 in the morning, my cat, Bing Bong, will wake me up to take her so I can take him outside. And I usually just go to the couch. I purposely bought a big couch because my wife snores once she falls asleep. So I have to move to the couch. I purposely bought a big couch. I love it. Man, it's best investment I ever made. A treadmill, that's the way I feel
Yeah,
about a
see,
treadmill. If I'm on a
yeah,
treadmill for probably 10 minutes, I'm going to have my heart attack and die. So,
yeah, yeah. That my treadmill is walking this damn dog, and that's it.
like the Jetsons, yes, on the space
Just like the
station.
Jetsons.
Yeah. You
Just
have to
like
be
the
a
Jetsons.
certain age to know what the Jetsons are. So,
Yeah, I call him. I'm old enough for that.
Yeah.
very good. Very good.
Used to watch them in the morning.
No, I don't watch the shit no more, but I know what it is.
No, I say I used to watch it in the morning.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think it came on
No.
Saturday mornings, didn't it?
I used to watch it after school when I was growing up.
No, yeah, every day. It was on before and after school. Because I would watch it before with Flintstones, then go Flintstones, then Jetsons, then we'd have to go to school and get beat, and then we'd come home and watch it, and then Mark Grace and Ryan Sandberg would be on WGN at 3:00.
Those were the days. Those were the days, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, we are finished with our final show. Give everybody a big hand. Good job, guys. Big hand for Gary Reinhardt.
Gary.
Big hand for Andy Imlay.
Andy Imlay.
And big hand for Joie Krack. I do want to push one thing. Gary and I, we have a company called Gateway Comedy Scene, and we, after 15, 16, 17 months of no shows, have our first show coming up the 25th of June at Tatros in Festus, Missouri. So those of you who are local, you need to come see Nick Kuvar, Purdy B, Jerry Wall, Gary, and myself, make everybody laugh. And we are super pumped to finally get back on stage to live crowds. Ticket sales are going really good so far. So very excited about that. Also want to remind you that we will be taking a hiatus during the summer, but you can always go to YouTube, to our channel for Gateway Comedy Scene. You can catch up on old episodes, and we will see you again in the fall. Thank you.